Despite what the doomsayers will tell you, model railroading is actually growing. A younger generation is rising to take the reins of the hobby, and it looks different than what society wants people to think of model trains. So what is growing? How can we keep the growth going? And what should we stop doing? Because I do have opinions on that. Hey everybody, my name's Jimmy. I am drinking some Harris Teeter brand coffee. If you're from the Carolinas, you know what's up. And this is Coffee and Trains.
This video is brought to you by Model Railroad Academy. Model Railroad Academy is your online resource for model railroad instructions, ideas, and information, with loads of tutorials and articles for model railroaders of every skill level. I've recently been going through their catalog and watching some of their older videos, including this one from Don Kassler and the M&K division of the B&O. It's been really cool to watch and see all the old techniques he used. Plus, you can find tutorials on everything from bench work to electronics to scenery, all sorts of things there. The first 1,000 people to sign up at the link in the description below will get a full year of premium membership to Model Railroad Academy for $1.49. Offer is valid for new members only.
If you want to tell me what kind of coffee you are drinking and have it featured just like these guys right here, you can do that in the comments below, and who knows, you might see your name pop up on an episode of Coffee and Trains. Cheers, guys. Let's take a look at a key indicator. This is Google Trends. It can tell us the popularity of an item in terms of how much it is being searched. Here are the search trends for model train from 2004 to now. Now, we can see here that the numbers do trend down from about 2004 to December of 2013. But after it leveled off for a bit, it started to raise up. Now, the spikes are, you guessed it, the US holiday season. But the trending up began a few years ago, and that corresponds with, you can probably guess this too, the pandemic. But here's the thing about this. It's not just model trains. I checked a few different hobbies that you may not think of. This is birding and bird watching, indoor plants, crochet. All have begun a slow upward tick in the past 5 years. Basically, people are remembering that they like having hobbies. Now, I'm not going to pretend that we are returning to the 1950s where every kid wanted a train set. That's not what model railroading is anymore, and it shouldn't be. The toy market is one of the most vicious and competitive markets out there. Plus, things like Brio and other cheap plastic toy trains have replaced things like the old Tyco sets. Trust me, kids still love trains. My kids are obsessed with trains. Model railroading has evolved and is experiencing a new golden age. It is not an age of huge tabletop layouts in every other garage on the street, but an age of concentrated fun. Many people simply do not have the space for a basement empire, so shelf layouts and modular layouts have evolved to fit those needs. More modelers prize accuracy over anything else, so many manufacturers have stepped up their game in terms of detail. And the democratization of online retail has thrown small model railroad shops a lifeline. We are living in an age where model railroading has become a niche hobby. But nowadays, the saying is, niches can make riches. That has become a lot more prevalent. Now, I'm not saying that every model railroad company is a fat cat sitting on a pile of cash. That is definitely not true. But there is a lot more space in the market for smaller companies. A model railroad company can be started with just a few people, or just one person. We've got YouTube channels, podcasts, social media groups. There's even now a social media network just for model railroaders. I'll link it below. 3D printing has lowered the barrier for manufacturing details and accessories that companies are springing up in people's garages. I did it for a few years. Everything is trending in the positive. It just doesn't look the same as it used to. Now, I don't want to pretend like everything is sunshine and rainbows. There are clubs struggling with memberships, stores that are closing, companies that are selling off their assets. But every train show that I have been to was packed with people. Amherst, the biggest model train show of the year, is setting records. The NMRA National Show this year caused a huge SEO spike. Just check that out right there. If you want to see young people in the hobby, just search model trains on TikTok and Instagram. There is some pretty great content out there that usually gives me a really good laugh. Look, I get it. It's easy to be gloom and doom. We're bombarded with negativity every day. My advice to you is to share your hobby. It's the main reason I do the virtual model railroad show. Don't be afraid of the negative ninnies out there, which brings me to what actually inspired this video. This comment on one of my videos calling me pathetic. Yeah, and they did it in all caps, so that makes it more important. If you get comments like this, just ignore them. Most of the time, people just want attention. If you make comments like this, I would ask you to really think about your comment. If you wouldn't say it to someone in person, maybe you shouldn't type it out. And if you're commenting and not trying to be mean, remember that text is tone deaf, so read your comment and make sure it isn't mean before you post it. Now, I will say that the vast majority of you are fantastic at constructive criticism. I mean, really, really good, and it makes me happy to be a model railroader. And you do it right. But if you're mean to a commenter on one of my videos who's being nice or asking a genuine question, and I catch it, I will delete your comment and ban you from this channel. No questions asked. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you say. You will not be mean on this channel. Model railroading is a fun, family-friendly hobby, and I expect kindness and civility from the community built around this channel. Remember that a positive grade carries the whole train up. That was kind of my train spin of a rising tide raises all boats. That was really bad. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.